Sweetheart, you look exhausted. How about we take a little break and chat?
I guess a break wouldn't hurt. I've been pushing myself really hard lately with work and my side projects.
That's what I noticed. You need to remember the importance of rest. Our minds and bodies need downtime to recharge.
But I feel bad when I'm not working or doing something. There's always so much to do.
I understand, but not resting can make you feel worse. Your mind and body get too tired. Resting helps your brain relax and reset. Sometimes, doing nothing is good. Many people think we must always be working, but resting is very important too.
But Mom, I feel like there's so much pressure to always be busy and productive.
What do you mean, dear?
Well, it seems like society expects us to be working or doing something all the time. If we're not busy, we're seen as lazy or unproductive.
I understand how you feel, but that's not a healthy way to think.
But everyone around me is always so busy. It makes me feel like I should be too.
Sweetheart, it's important to remember that rest is not a waste of time. It's necessary for our health and happiness. Our culture often values being busy over taking care of ourselves, but resting is crucial.
How so?
When we don't rest, our bodies and minds become tired and stressed. We can't function at our best.
I guess that makes sense. I do feel more focused after a good night's sleep.
Exactly. Rest allows our bodies to recharge and our minds to process everything we've been doing.
So you're saying it's okay to take breaks and do nothing sometimes?
Yes, absolutely. In fact, it's more than okay. It's necessary for our well-being.
It's hard when everyone around me is always so busy.
I know, but you need to do what's best for you. Prioritize your health and happiness over societal pressures.
Thanks, Mom. I'll make an effort to rest more and not feel bad about it.
Now that we've talked about the importance of rest, let me share some ideas on how to truly embrace doing nothing.
Okay, I'm listening.
One simple way is to just sit quietly for a little while. No TV, no phone, no distractions. Just be still and focus on your breathing.
That sounds a bit boring.
I understand, but give it a try. Let your mind wander or think about nothing at all. It's calming for the body and brain.
All right, I can do that for a short time.
Another option is to spend some time outside in nature. Go for a slow walk and admire the trees, flowers, and sky.
I do enjoy being outdoors. It's peaceful.
Exactly. Or you can simply sit in your backyard or a park and soak in the fresh air and sounds of nature.
Those are great ideas for resting my mind.
Yes, no TV, no book, no phone. Just let your body and mind completely relax without any work.
I have to admit, that sounds heavenly.
We all need to give ourselves permission to simply be and do nothing sometimes. It's not lazy, it's self-care. You know, when we allow ourselves to do nothing, it's also important to be present in that moment.
What do you mean?
Instead of worrying about things you need to do later or thinking about the past, try to focus only on the here and now.
So, just clear my mind?
Exactly. Don't let your thoughts race ahead to the future or dwell on what already happened.
That's harder than it sounds.
But with practice, you can learn to be more mindful and present when resting.
How does that help?
When you are focused on the current moment without stress about other times, it allows true relaxation.
I see what you mean. No worrying about upcoming things or regrets.
Right. You let yourself simply be without any other demands. It's like pressing a reset button. Mindful rest and doing nothing is caring for yourself. You're recharging your mind and body fully.
I can understand why that's so important now. I'll try it.
Great. Even 5 minutes a day of focused, purposeful rest can help.
Conversation 2.
Hey, Sarah. I've been feeling so angry lately.
Really? What's going on, Tom?
I don't know. Even little things are making me mad these days.
Oh no. That doesn't sound good. What's bothering you the most?
Well, everything, to be honest. It feels like I'm always stressed, and I'm constantly running out of energy. Work has been stressful, and I haven't been sleeping well at night.
Oh, I understand. When I don't get enough sleep, even the smallest things can upset me.
Exactly. I just feel tired all the time. Then, when something small happens, like being stuck in traffic, I get really mad. It's like everything is building up, and I can't control my reactions anymore.
Yeah, stress can definitely make things worse. Have you thought about what's making you stressed?
Mostly work. I've been trying to meet deadlines, but there's always something going wrong. I've also been arguing with my coworkers a lot lately.
That sounds tough. It seems like all of this is piling up on you.
Yeah, and it's hard to stay calm in the middle of all that.
I think recognizing what's causing your stress could help you manage it better.
You're probably right, but it feels like everything is happening at once, so it's hard to focus.
I get it. Have you noticed any specific things that make you more angry?
Well, work is a big one, but also when things don't go as planned.
Yeah, those are common triggers. And when people are usually under pressure or feeling overwhelmed, they're more likely to react with anger.
That's definitely me. I feel like I'm on edge all the time.
Another thing to think about is whether your anger is affecting other parts of your life.
What do you mean?
Like, are you getting into arguments more often? Is your anger affecting your relationships at work or at home?
Yeah, I've noticed that I've been arguing more with my coworkers. And sometimes I snap at my family for no reason.
That's a sign that the anger might be affecting your life more than it should. When anger starts to impact your relationships or daily life, it might be a good idea to talk to someone, like a doctor or therapist.
Really?
Yeah. Sometimes anger can be a sign of deeper issues, like anxiety or depression, especially if it's happening frequently. Have you seen the movie Inside Out?
Oh, yeah, I have. The one about the emotions in the girl's head, right?
Right. Do you remember how anger was just one of the emotions, but he didn't always understand the deeper feelings behind it?
Yeah, anger always reacted first. But sometimes it was actually sadness or fear that was causing problems.
That's kind of how it works in real life, too. Sometimes anger is just on the surface. You know, Tom, anger itself isn't always bad. It's actually a normal emotion, and it's important to express it in a healthy way. The real problem comes when we try to push it down or ignore it. That's when it can build up and come out in ways we don't want.
Yeah, I guess trying to hold it in makes it worse.
Exactly. That's why finding a way to release your anger is so important. You could try things like exercise, talking to someone, or even writing down your feelings. The goal is to release that anger so it doesn't affect your relationships or your health.
That makes sense. I don't want to hurt anyone with my anger.
Find what works for you to release that anger.
Thanks for bringing that up, Sarah. I'll think about it.
Anytime, Tom. I'm always here if you need to talk.